welcome everybody to our spring 2022 cohort first look. I know our founders have been working hard over the last couple of months since they onboarded with us, excited for this endeavor. They put a lot of effort into getting their pitch refined and honed, and we'll keep them within a pretty concise amount of time, but excited to be able to introduce you all to our 18 investments for this first cohort for 2022. Thankful for each of you being here and spending about an hour and a half or two with us. So we're excited for you to join, excited to be able to tell you a little bit more about these companies that many of you have invested in, and for them to have an opportunity to tell their story. So welcome. A couple of things, Hope, if you want to go to the next slide. So I wanted to just provide a few minutes of just introduction and high level of the fund, the team, and then we're going to spend the bulk of today jumping right into giving them the floor to do pitches. And I'll tell you a little bit about how that will flow. For some of you who've been with us before on these, it'll look and feel similar. We've got our largest cohort, so it will take a bit more time, but we'll be very concise in this process. But as many of you know, and if you are new to Jumpstart Foundry or Jumpstart as a parent company, we're one of the most active pre-seed health innovation funds in the country. And we're excited for that, and certainly blessed to have these 18 representative of the 2022 fund. And I'm hopeful after you hear from them, you can feel reassured of the investments that we've made to actually be that most proactive innovative fund in the country in healthcare. Each year, Jumpstart Foundry invests in around 30 to 40 pre-seed stage companies each year. In 2022, we'll do 35 deals this year, and each of those are invested in a standard 150K investment. And a part of that, they get lifetime access to our Foundry support system called Jumpstart Insight. We're currently in the process for the second half or second investment in 2022. So applications are open currently for fall funding. That will close up at the end of this next month. And so we've already held one QA session. We'll have another here in about 3 weeks on September 20th. Great attendance for that. I'm excited for what the second half of the investment for the 22 fund will look like. Likely in the chat section, there'll be a direct link to the apply page. If you are a founder and you are seeking funding for from Foundry, as well as a link to our QA session for registration for that September event. So thank you for that. Hope if you want to go to the next slide. So I wanted to just kick off this with just a little bit of an intro on who we are. Again, some of you are familiar with Jumpstart, some are not. So myself, the parent company of Jumpstart is called Jumpstart Health Investors. I am the CEO of the parent company JHI, of which the Jumpstart Foundry Fund fits within. We have our newest team member, our new managing director for Jumpstart Foundry, Haley Zapowski, AKA Zap. You'll get to know her and realize why that nickname makes sense. We also have our director of program management. Many of you know Kristen DeVita. So she orchestrates and runs all of our founder enrichment activities and education. In addition, on the back end of this, we've got Jennifer Brown, who does a lot of our kind of back office operations, corporate administration stuff to help us manage all the great deal flow, the selection processes, and then how we help support our founders and investors in the business. Also, actually putting a lot of this together today is Hope Helmenthaler. Hope is our head of marketing, who not only does this kind of work for us, but tells the story in the marketplace of who we are and encourages people both on the investor and founder side to come be a part of us. She's also quite instrumental in our deal sourcing activity and put all these great assets that we're looking at today together. So we're thankful for Hope. And then obviously we've got a cast of other support team members throughout Jumpstart in both our Jumpstart Health Investors parent company, our Foundry business, and our sister venture funds with Jumpstart Nova and Jumpstart Capital. So we're going to go ahead and launch into just giving some level set, so getting our founders ready to present their businesses. I do want to encourage, since we have so many folks on the call, to please make sure that your mic is off and video is on. It's always more, it's easier for us to have a video conversation when the video we can see folks. We're going to allot about 35 to 40 minutes for these pitches. Again, we've got 18 companies. We're going to give them a very defined period of time. So we're going to cap them at 2 minutes. Some will be done within 90 seconds, but we'll have a hard stop at 2 minutes per. So they've spent the last number of weeks refining their pitches and getting that down and concise in that period of time. Once we're done with that, we'll actually have an opportunity for you to get to know these folks. We'll have individual breakout rooms by founder, by company. And so you can elect to opt into any of those rooms, and we'll have ample amount of time for you to get to know them and ask all the questions that you'd like from them at that point. Great networking opportunity, and it's a good opportunity to just kind of navigate through those break rooms to get to know if there's a particular portfolio company that you're interested in learning more about. That's a great time to do that. So hold your questions for that opportunity, and we'll keep everybody kind of muted, less the founders throughout the next 45 minutes or so. So with that, we are going to launch right into introducing Jess with Base 86. So Jess, you are on the clock. The floor is yours. Good luck.
Hello everyone, I'm Jess McCarter, co-founder of Base 86, where we're optimizing the multi-billion-dollar healthcare supply chain starting with the dental market. We're building a data-centric ecosystem for independent practitioners and independent suppliers to create the industry's first all-in-one supplies platform. We combine a marketplace, procurement, and e-commerce solution that serve both sides of the market, unlike any other potential competitor. Our opportunity is a projected SAM of $600 million in dental, with an additional $1 billion expansion opportunity in healthcare. These are oligopoly-dominated marketplaces with arcane systems ready to be disrupted by a technology company. Our customers consist of over 150,000 independent dental practitioners and 400 independent dental suppliers. They are all ready to move beyond the status quo to save time and save money with automated supplies comparison and purchasing. Our traction date began with the pilot of an initial version of the supplies platform. We concluded with strong traction, and now we are in open beta. Our initial focus has been to productize the invaluable catalog and order data from our suppliers, followed by a strong push into the demand side. In total, we now have 30 plus suppliers representing over 10% of the market and 50 plus dental practices on our dental platform. We'll be increasing that this quarter with the launch of our multi-featured supplies concierge service. What are our next steps for growth and investment? We're open to an additional investment right now via new partners of $150,000 to $250,000 via SAFE. This would enable us to reach several critical milestones for projected seed round next year. We're also starting to form demand-side partnerships with group purchasing organizations, practice management software firms, and other industry experts to rapidly increase our market share and diversify our distribution. We look forward to hearing your questions in the breakout sessions. Do reach out whenever you want to know more.
Thank you, Jess. All right, next up, Mary Kathleen with Empower RX.
Hi, everyone. My name is Mary Kathleen, and I'm the founder and CEO of Empower RX, where we are revolutionizing healthcare staffing through entrepreneurship and technology. Empower RX offers two services addressing the need to reduce staffing costs for healthcare organizations while increasing wages for healthcare professionals. Our clinician entrepreneurship program empowers and educates healthcare professionals on how to become legitimate small businesses offering short and long-term staffing support. Our marketplace SaaS platform provides a way to facilitate direct relationships with healthcare organizations, streamlining credential management and invoicing for both parties. Fees are transparent, flat fees based on yearly access for healthcare professionals and tiered fees based on monthly usage for healthcare organizations. We have 134 healthcare professionals in our clinician entrepreneurship program. We've seen 131% average revenue growth year over year since 2018, and 196 profiles on our marketplace platform since our launch in 2021. 4 confirmed placements of healthcare professionals at Skyline Health and Wildflower Court, a signed contract with Sehoti Medical Center, and contract in process with Premier Health. We are seeking $250,000 for completion of our technology platform and professional marketing services. Empower RX is revolutionizing healthcare staffing, and I hope you'll join us. Thank you.
Great job. Thank you, Mary Kathleen. All right. Next up is Jan with First Choice Bio.
Hello, my name is Jan Borkers. I'm with First Choice Bio indeed. We are a distributor in the Bay Area and we sell cells, primary cells for preclinical research. Next slide, please. Primary cells are everything derived from human whole blood and bone marrow, donated on a voluntary basis with compensation, of course, and we sell it to researchers in the biotech, pharmaceutical, and life science industries. Cancer research is by far the main destination. Next slide, please. Customers are from all over the country and beyond. For fresh material, because of its limited shelf life, the Bay Area will be our main market. But we can deliver fresh material all over the world within 24 hours, leaving FedEx, UPS, even World Courier eat our dust. Next slide, please. Growth of almost 8% annually, demand constantly outweighing supply. There's opportunities galore. And our biggest competitor here in the Bay, an ex-employer, has gone clinical. Because of all that opportunity, the few monopoly-like suppliers see us distributors rather go than show. Well, can't beat them, we'll join them and set up our own collection center. We can conservatively go from $500,000 to 25 million annual sales before year 10 with profit margins as high as 90%. We accomplish that by solving the major industry pain point, the lack of donors and donor diversity, by pivoting towards communities of lower and medium income and Black, Indigenous, and people of color. Last slide, please. And because more and more animal testing is being banned, we will be selling cells to the world. There's no doubt. So come and join us. And we thank Jumpstart for the opportunity and you for your time. Thank you.
Right, thank you, Jan. Next up, Adam Green with Clutch. Adam, you might be on mute.
Sorry about that. Hold on 1 second. I apologize.
Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Adam Green, CEO of Clutch. I lead a diverse team of data scientists, social connectivity experts, and other professionals, all committed to solving the epidemic of loneliness among older adults. Next. Let me start with the story of Sarah, a senior living executive who runs one of the 25,000 investment-grade senior living communities in the United States. Every day, she tries to keep her residents happy and healthy while increasing occupancy, length of stay, and overcoming staffing issues. She knew that loneliness was a big problem impacting her residents and KPIs, but didn't know what more to do. Next. Until one day, Sarah became the 5th customer to sign up for a social quotient subscription. Clutch made implementation easy. They trained her team to have short, friendly calls with residents, and using their natural language processing technology, they produced a social quotient score for each person. They used this score to generate personalized recommendations for each resident. They found gaps in programming and onboarding and recommended improvements. They used their algorithms to recommend changes to common area design to quantifiably create more social connectivity. And they provided dashboards to track progress and report results. Until one day, Sarah saw higher social quotient scores and happier residents. Because of that, employee turnover decreased. Occupancy rose as the sales team promoted social quotient metrics, and healthier residents increased length of stay, driving higher NOI. Next. Clutch needs improved UX and data visualization expertise, and we'd like to upgrade our training resources. We are seeking strategic partnerships to help accelerate market penetration. We're planning a seed round in January, but would move earlier with the right investor. Thank you.
Great job, Adam. You were perfect at 2 minutes. Well done, sir. All right, Arthur with Buddy.
Hi, I'm Arthur,
and
my brother Daniel is here. We're co-founders of Live Freely. 7 years ago, our father suffered a stroke, changing our lives overnight, but we weren't alone. Over 30% of Americans spend at least 19 hours a week on caregiving for 50 million plus seniors, And as costs rapidly shift from hospitals to the home, it's creating a $200 billion a year problem. That's why we created Buddy, an AI-driven personal digital health assistant app built for wearables like Apple Watch and Fitbit. Buddy monitors and tracks health data, not only alerting caregivers and emergency services of crises, but also preventing them through personalized, actionable, and predictive insights. We use a two-pronged subscription model, offering services directly to seniors and their families, and then to insurance providers, senior facilities, and trade groups. We launched last December on Fitbit and Apple Watch, and we're on track to exceed 10,000 users by year end. Best of all, we're covered by insurance, thanks to our new insurance partnerships, 2 of them with 2 more in progress. Next up, we're launching a funding round to focus on B2B scaling, pursuing many inbound requests for partnerships, handling data digestion, and building increased functionality that will accelerate our time to value, credibility, and revenue. It'll kickstart our speedboat into turbo gear, if you will, expanding our reach and product depth. 7 years ago, my brother and I wished we had these solutions to help our father live a freer, safer, and more connected life without breaking the bank. And now we invite you to join us in empowering every senior to age more proactively with greater support, confidence, and peace of mind through Buddy. Please join us in our breakout room to learn more. Thank you.
Great job, Arthur. Thank you so much. Mary with My Relief Wear.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mary A. McElliott, and I'm the proud inventor and founder of My Relief Wear. We are honored to be a part of Jumpstart Foundry's Spring 2022 portfolio. Now, the last time you had to ice an ache or pain, was this the routine? Put all your tasks on hold because you're going to be chained to a chair for 30 minutes. And if it's an awkward place, like say your lower back, you can try to stuff that ice pack in the back of your underwear, only for it to slip out of place and slide down the back of your leg. For the first time, millennials, Gen Xers, and baby boomers are all moving into and out of middle age. And as the generations age, we see a major necessity for more icing and a tremendous opportunity in the cold therapy space. Next slide, please. Our solution, My Relief Wear, or casual cold therapy clothing. We make ice packs you can wear. Our patent-pending products change ice and stubborn pains forever by strategically placing ice packs in the key pain areas most common when needing an icing regimen: the knees, shoulders, hips, lower, and upper back. Our flagship product is our cooling panty. It addresses the icing needs of moms postpartum for both vaginal and cesarean birth. By the fourth quarter 2024, we will launch our accessories line. Next slide, please. These are our first 5 segments. These groups need our product immediately, and just these 5 segments are worth $5 billion annually. Our panty alone is worth $120 million, and it gives us a tremendous opportunity by positioning our solution for postpartum recovery, but by also introducing our product to the post-op trans community. We will be the standard in cold therapy care and a staple recovery item for all genioplasty procedures. Next slide, please. Our traction includes protecting our company by filing our patents and strategic trademarks, and setting the foundation of our company by raising $36,000 in contests and grants alone. Our next steps include testing, launch, and generating revenue. We need advisors in supply chain management and team building. We are raising our next round of funding of $650,000 to expedite our launch, and we invite you to our breakout room to learn more about our company and see our samples. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Mary. All right, Islam with My Geno MD.
Thanks very much. Hi, everyone. My name is Islam Mansour, co-founder and CEO at MyGenome, where we make personalized medicine accessible to everyone. Next slide, please. More than 120 million Americans suffer from at least one chronic condition, and USA is losing more than $100 billion yearly as they don't get personalized care. On the other hand, primary care providers report burnout, especially after COVID-19, as they are overwhelmed with patients. That's why we are building a platform to automate the following up process and increase patients' engagements with their care providers between appointments. Our target customers include hospitals and care providers, and we are aiming to include health plans and self-insured employers in the future. We have already launched our beta and onboarded 20 providers and more than 2,000 patients. Additionally, we have secured 2 paid pilots, and we plan to confirm 2 more pilots by mid-2023. Our next milestones include the securing 3 major partnerships and start raising $2 million seed round by the end of the next year. Finally, we are asking for strategic partnerships. So if you believe that the future of medicine is healthcare, not just sick care, join us at MyGenome. Thanks very much.
Thanks as well. Okay, next up, One Stop Wellness, Romy.
Hi, I'm Romy Antoine, CEO of One Stop Wellness, a health literacy platform that pays employees to create healthy habits while understanding their health risks. I understand the importance of health literacy when my mom, who had stage 4 cancer, was excited that the doctor gave her a personal nurse only to realize she was actually placed on hospice. This lack of health literacy is a major reason why workplace wellness programs only have about 28% engagement, while our program has over 70%. Next slide. Our app allows employees to do health assessments, track their mood and activities, and upload their blood work. This gives them a report with questions to discuss with their doctor and personalized wellness plan filled with on-demand video content in fitness, nutrition, mental health, and medicine. We help companies to reduce their health costs while helping employees to keep more of their paycheck. Just like Netflix recommends movies based upon your preferences, we recommend videos based upon your health data. There's over 42,000 companies within our market, and we're targeting the 34% who are looking for solutions for remote teams, allowing us to get business from some of the largest competitors. We're also selling through benefits brokers for distribution. Last year, we had 106 users. Now we have over 17,000. In addition to Jumpstart and some other investors, Amazon partnered with us recently to help us create voice skills using Alexa to create a new experience to boost engagement. Our goal is to raise additional 500,000 and seek strategic partnerships to help us get into some of the larger health insurance carriers to start giving access to their members. With your help, we can increase health literacy and health equity throughout the US. Thank you.
Good job, Romy. Thank you so much. All right, Optical.
Hello, everyone. My name is Norman Stewart, COO and co-founder of Optical. And as you can see, I wear glasses to see. And, I'm not alone. Many Americans need some form of vision correction. And for those that only wear glasses, traditional vision insurance works very well. However, for those that wear contacts, vision insurance is decidedly lacking. Next slide. This is because vision insurance does come with some allowances, but it also forces users to choose between using the allowances for glasses or contacts, despite needing both. And given how expensive contact lenses can be, it causes many contact wearers to try to overwear their lenses so they can defer those costs to a later date. But these actions have consequences, one of which is bacterial eye infections, an illness that leads to over 1 million annual doctor and hospital visits and can cost someone upwards of $600 during a trip to the ER. And that's money that many people don't have. So what are we doing to help? Next slide. Well, let me tell you about Optical. We are a contact care subscription service and voluntary employee benefit that aims to break down that high cost through easier payroll deductions. With costs ranging as little as $15 per paycheck, Optical is the perfect supplement to traditional offerings like VSP, as it freely allows users to use their insurance to cover their glasses and eye exam, and uses Optical to affordably pay for their contacts year-round, all in a fully customizable subscription box, which comes with not just the lenses, but all the supplies to take care of them, including solution, cases, and even specialty items such as your wedding drops and eye care gummies. Next slide. You see, our vision is to become the premier source for simple, affordable, and convenient contact care. So if any of this intrigues you and you want to learn more about this and talk about possible collaboration opportunities, we would love to hear from you, because we welcome everyone to join us in empowering contact wearers to never again have to choose between their vision and their wallets. Thank you.
Great job, Norman. Thank you so much. All right, next up, Praxis Access. You might be on mute.
Oh, yes, I am. Hi, everyone. I'm Barrett Elizabeth, CEO and founder of Practice Access, formerly rebranded from Wellness Wins. So our CRM helps owners of mental health practices increase revenue while increasing access to care. The US is currently in the middle of a mental health epidemic, and the number of adults with symptoms of anxiety and depression has risen from 1 in 10 to 4 in 10 in the last 2 years. The good news is seeking help is becoming less stigmatized. But the sad news is the systems to handle this demand are broken or non-existent. Like the average waitlist to see a therapist right now is 5 to 6 weeks. But as you see on the slide here, there is a growing field of entrepreneurial therapists out there hiring teams of other therapists to handle this demand. And these are our customers, but they are sorely lacking the basic business development tools that they need to grow their practices. Without a HIPAA compliant CRM, next slide please, to track the unique client journey of a new therapy client, their intake process involves paper and Excel sheets to track leads, and they piece together as many as 5 different software solutions just to onboard a single client. So this is how revenue is lost and waitlists expand. Next slide, please. But with our CRM, practice owners report that their admin staff save 8 to 10 hours a week of work thanks to our workflow task management and automated email communication. And with our intelligent reporting, these practice owners finally have the insights they need to determine which type of therapist to hire next as they scale. Next slide, please. So in the last 6 months, we sold a $2,000 pilot program to 10 mental health practices nationwide. We've learned a lot from them to inform the features that we're building on our new platform, which is launching in October on our SaaS model at $325 a month. So if you feel like this is something you can advocate for and get behind, we're looking for intros to channel partners in the space, and of course, mental health practices of all sizes. Thank you.
Great job, Eric. Well done. Okay, next up, Prevent Scripts, Brandy.
Hi there, I'm Dr. Natalie Davis, and I'm the Chief Medical Officer. Sorry?
Go ahead.
Hi there, I'm Dr. Natalie Davis, and I'm the Chief Medical Officer of Prevent Scripts. After 18 years in outpatient pediatrics, I was frustrated with medical practice. I would tell patients how to eat healthy and exercise, and when they would return the following year for their checkup, patients would gain 10 pounds rather than lose any. This is why we founded Prevent Scripts. We're on a mission to identify and treat metabolic-related chronic conditions by making proven behavior change practices easily accessible and actionable to primary care teams and their patients. Providers face a lot of challenges today. While they're being asked to help reduce hospital readmissions and ER visits, they're experiencing decreased revenues and staffing shortages. We created Prevent Scripts to support primary care providers looking for an easy, impactful way to increase revenue. Prevent Scripts is a suite of connected technologies enabling care teams to easily roll out reimbursable clinical preventive services. Prevent Scripts works to ease the workflow burden of new technologies and provides ongoing support for optimization. Our solution covers the full breadth of population health needs for the portion of patients who are considered rising risk. These are the patients with metabolic conditions who have a chance to reduce their risk for illness later by making simple health decisions now. With our current customer, we're seeing consistent commercial and Medicare reimbursement. We have over 2,300 patient assessments completed and 12 providers implementing Prevent Scripts now. We're co-presenting promising health outcomes data with our customer, Dr. Robert Wilson at Kentucky HIMSS in September. Our current goal is to identify a lead investor for our upcoming $1.5 million seed round and sign up 2 more practices with 10 or more providers in the group. I'm looking forward to your questions in the breakout sessions.
Thank you, Natalie. Great job. All right, Roxy Health, you're on.
Hi, my name is Varun Kumar, and I'm the founder and CEO at Roxy Health. At Roxy Health, we're catching patients before they fall. Next slide. Roxy Health is a digital engagement tool that takes in patient-generated data in order to identify declines with patients in the community, and then we use this data to provide timely, targeted action items for health plans to prevent falls. We know that seniors are not tech savvy, so we do this without requiring patients to download a native app or enter a username or password. Instead, we meet them where they are through text messages and senior-friendly forms. Next. We sell our product to Medicare Advantage plans and accountable care organizations. For some plans, by just reducing falls by a small percentage, we can actually double their gross profits. We start out our pilots on per member per month rates and look to transition them to value-based contracts. And this gives us the ability to scale rapidly. Next. When we look at the bigger picture, though, the real value is not just the point solution. We're building the infrastructure here to pair patient-generated data with clinically driven AI from years of experience in population health that's on our team. Traditionally, healthcare analytics have always relied on months-old data from claims and EMRs, but by pairing these two together, we have the opportunity to bring healthcare predictive analytics into real time. Next. Finally, as we look to the future, this infrastructure prepares us to take on many other multi-billion-dollar markets in the future. Thank you for your time. Please reach out to me at varun@roxyhealth.com if you're interested in working with us as a customer, partner, or investor. Thanks.
All right, very good. All right, next up, Anna with Spanton Dynamics.
Hi, I'm Anna Spanton, co-founder and CEO of the Spanton Board, the one and only power-driven spine board. If you could play the video, please. We're going to take a minute and just watch a video demonstrating the traditional method, one that hasn't changed in over 100 years, to the Spanton board, really pioneering new technology that's never been seen that minimizes movement, pain, and further injury. You can see that the log roll, the orchestrated movement of the practitioners, and the manpower necessary for stabilization. Imagine being in pain, having suffered an injury, and being physically jostled to be put onto a rigid spine board. Now imagine minimizing movement, minimizing that human error, requiring less manpower, and the continued ability to treat in that critical care window. We've partnered heavily with the NFL, and much of our research and development has been in collaboration with their athletic trainers, with fire, and with EMS. Our first market opportunity is the pro sports and the military markets. These are the highly trained individuals that know firsthand catastrophic injuries they may face. You'll see on the next slide, there's a massive market opportunity spanning from the military, emergency medicine, athletics, bariatrics, geriatrics, and extreme sports. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. These are just a few of the partnerships that we've been building, from the elite military academies to the Olympic Committee. Next slide, please. We are finalizing our engineer from our prototype unit that you saw to our fully commercialized FDA-approved patient transfer device, raising the funds to build this next generation and to start our initial pre-sales with the NFL and military. I want to say a warm thank you for your time. Please join us in revolutionizing an entire industry while setting the bar for a new gold standard. Thank you again.
Great job, Anna. Thank you. Okay, Mark with Start Talking.
Yeah. Hello?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Okay. Hi, my name is Mark Nolte. I'm the CEO and founder of Start Talking. We are a HIPAA, we provide teletherapy using a HIPAA-compliant video platform. Next slide, please. So Start Talking is a marketplace for therapists, EAP contracts, and insurance companies. We have two customers. One is the therapists that are looking for referrals who are in private practice, and EAP, employee assistance programs, and healthcare insurance companies who are looking to refer their clients to our therapist. We have over 100 therapists in 27 different states. We have 22 EAP and healthcare insurance companies, 500 therapy sessions we're doing a month, and we're doing $750,000 in annual recurring revenue. So we were awarded one of the top 50 companies to watch in Colorado in 2022. And our elite customers include Charles Schwab, world headquarters with 5,000 employees, and Covington Law Firm, an international law firm in San Francisco. Next slide, please. So the total addressable market is 300 billion. The SAM is 2.6, and Start Talking SOM is $1.4 million. Our ask is we're looking for $500,000 and a safe or equity note. And we're one of the 18 companies selected by Jumpstart Foundry, receiving $150,000 in investment. Next slide. So thank you for listening to my presentation. I'll look forward to seeing you in the breakout room.
Great job, Mark. Thank you so much. All right, Rick or Bill with Shepherd.
Hey, this is Bill. I'm CEO of Shepherd. How you doing?
Good, buddy.
Good. You know, like many of you, I have personal experience in caring for aging parents. Through our related company, SeniorLiving.com, I've talked with hundreds of families who are struggling to care for their aging parents, their aging loved ones, who can no longer care for themselves. What I've learned is this: the person who suffers most during the caregiving process is the caregiver herself. There are 53 million family caregivers in the US, and 24 million of these are also trying to hold down full-time jobs. The negative impact of caregiving stress on their health, finances, and job performance is staggering for themselves, for their families, and for their employers. And that's where Shepherd comes in. Shepherd gives a family caregiver the tools and resources she needs to maintain her own health and well-being and provide better care for her loved ones. That's a game changer. That's a win-win situation. And as one practical result, healthcare costs will be more controlled for a family caregiver and her employer. If we can accomplish these things, better health, better care, lower costs, will make a huge difference in the lives of millions of people. Thank you. I look forward to seeing you in the breakout room.
Thank you, Bill. Okay, transition, you're up.
Hello, everyone. My name is Kayla Wright-Jackson, and I'm the co-founder and CEO at Transition, a career service platform bridging the gap between Ally Health training schools and employers to optimize student outcomes. Next slide, please. By the end of this year, roughly 4 million Ally Health students will attempt to enter the workforce, and 95% of healthcare employers will have a hard time sourcing and recruiting them, thus affecting the 71 million baby boomers heading into their golden years and being turned away from care facilities due to limited staff. Our vision is to become the designated platform for how all Ally Health students enter and advance in their career. In just 7 months after launching our beta phase, we've helped 42 employers increase engagement with vetted candidates in a way that's never been done before. We've secured over 300 job placements and shortened the average 2 weeks hiring time into 3 days or less. Schools and employers are loving Transition as it's bringing innovation to their underserved spaces. We're focused on building up our network across the nation. So far, we've raised $160,000 in grants. We're backed by Techstars, Jumpstart, Foundry, and another big-time partner that will be announced at the beginning of September. So stay tuned. With healthcare being the largest employer in the United States and a vital system that we all encounter, addressing the workforce shortage should be a top priority. So if you're interested in what we're building and the impact we're making, feel free to help us carry out our mission. We're looking for investors to join our next round, as well as introductions to Ally Healthcare schools and governing agencies. I hope you decide to join our breakout room to learn more about our mission to ensure that every student's training leads to a successful outcome and everyone receives the care they need. Thank you.
Good job, Kayla. Thank you. All right, Alex, Valhalla Health.
Hey everyone, how's it going? My name is Alex Baki. I'm a physician and co-founder and CEO of Valhalla Healthcare, where we like to call ourselves really a team of doctors who are the engineers, and our engineers are the doctors to really solve problems in healthcare. The key problem that we're solving right now is, I'm sure everyone here, since everyone's a patient, you've had to fill out, stacks and stacks of paperwork over and over again. And then not only that, but your doctor is, just sitting behind the computer and having to type everything when talking to you instead of kind of really actively listening. And that's what we're really focused on fixing today with our core product called Allevia. Next slide, please. And Allevia is an intelligent patient intake system that plugs into the electronic health record to help streamline and automate clinical notes. So essentially, when you sign up for an appointment, you'll get you get a text message with a link about 3 days before with this pre-appointment questionnaire. Now, this pre-appointment questionnaire is very focused to you, your history, your diagnoses, and really hones in on specific questions that are relevant to your doctor. And we use that information to send them a clinical note directly in their computer way in advance so they can spend less time documenting and more time doctoring. And next slide, please. So we've currently gotten significant traction. We have over 1,000 doctors subscribed right now. We're generating revenue and growing that revenue. And we are doing that through growing our enterprise partnerships that we currently have signed up. if you're a doctor, health system, or health administrator, health provider, we'd love to work with you and learn more, share more about how we can help streamline your clinical notes. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Alex. All right, Victor, Excellent Life.
Right. Today, over 30 million people die each and every year due to preventable illnesses. Millions more suffer a reduced quality of life, and that's the category that my dad falls into with type 2 diabetes. Those illnesses cost our society over $1.4 trillion each and every year. I believe, and I suspect you believe as well, the people we love, and we do as well, we deserve something better. Imagine a world if every single moment of our lives, we were being protected by software with artificial intelligence to understand our level of wellness, provide insights to that, and mitigate preventable illnesses. Hello, my name is Victor. I'm founder and CEO of Excellent Life. We did more than imagine that world, we created it. We're on a mission to improve the quality of life for all by advancing wellness. We provide software and a mobile app that understands the vitality of human health and empowers greater health. Next slide, please. We're a team full of experts operating in a large market, $460 billion market with opportunities to be a billion-dollar company as a first mover for real-time human diagnostic, a term that we recently trademarked, and that is in process. We have traction where we have 30K in revenue, 6 letters of intent, and 10 million of identified revenue pipeline from 2 sizable contracts, one of which we believe we can close in the next couple of months. We operate across 3 verticals: the employer vertical, healthcare service provider, and the insurance vertical. We are presently looking for 2.5 million as a convertible note. And we believe with this, we can accelerate our pipeline that we've identified already. And then we can grow our pipeline as well so that Excellent Life can truly be a billion-dollar company that we recognize the opportunity demands us to be. When I say we, myself, Victor Brown, Dr. Lakeisha Crawford, who's a board-certified anesthesiologist, and Samuel Bernteski, who has delivered over 30 years of software innovation, where he's co-authored 3 textbooks on machine learning and AI. 2 of them are published in SAS. And we're all bound together by the goal of making the world a better place. I look forward to talking to you in the breakout rooms. Thank you for your time.
Great job, Victor, and great job, everybody. I know that felt like a lot of information in a pretty short period of time. I told you it would be efficient. Which is why it's important that we allow these kind of breakout opportunities. Hopefully you have lots of questions. Founders, great job in telling your story in a very concise way.